Thinking about moving from the US to Canada? Well, you're not alone. Every year, thousands of Americans make the move up north for new opportunities, better quality of life, or simply a fresh start. I'm Miriam, part of the marketing team here at Canadim, and today I will be discussing step by step on how you can move to Canada from the United States and what you can expect along the way. First step is identifying why you want to move in the first place. Canada's immigration system offers various different types of programs depending on your goals. If you want to obtain Canadian permanent residency, you will likely apply through the express entry system or through a provincial nominee program, also known as PNP. If you plan to work temporarily, you will need a work permit, which is often linked to a job offer in Canada. If you are coming to study, you will need to apply for a study permit as well as have proof of acceptance from a Canadian school. Knowing which pathway best suits your situation will guide every decision from here. Let's talk about the most common route for Americans seeking permanent residency, and that is through the express entry pathway. Express entry is an online system that manages applications for several Canadian immigration programs. As a US citizen looking to move to Canada through express entry, you will likely find yourselves falling under one of the following three streams. Number one is Canadian Experience Class, also known as CEC. The CEC is for individuals who have already gained skilled work experience in Canada, often through a temporary work or study permit. Again, this pathway is ideal if you've worked or studied in Canada and want to transition to permanent residency. Number two is the Federal Skilled Worker Program, also known as the FSW. The FSW is for individuals who have foreign work experience who meet education, language, and skill requirements. Many Americans may find themselves qualifying under this stream since their work and education is recognized in Canada. At number three, we have the Federal Skilled Trades Program, also known as FST. The FST is for applicants who have experience in skilled trades such as construction, mechanics, or electrical work who have job offers or certification in their trade. Now let's talk about how express entry works overall. First, you will create an online profile indicating factors such as education, age, work history, and your language test scores, amongst other factors. Next, the Canadian government will use the Comprehensive Ranking System, also known as CRS, to delegate points. And then periodically, Canada holds draws. So if you have a CRS score that is high enough, you will likely receive an invitation to apply, ITA, for Canadian permanent residency. The whole express entry process typically takes around 6 to 12 months after you receive your ITA. Besides express entry, there are other options to move to Canada depending on your situation. In no particular order, first we have family sponsorship. If you are married or have a spouse who is Canadian, they may be eligible to sponsor you for Canadian permanent residency, or vice versa. The next option is to apply through a provincial nominee program, also known as PNP. The PNP program is for individuals who are interested in immigrating to a particular Canadian province or territory. Each province selects immigrants based on their local labor needs, such as individuals working in healthcare, trades, tech, and more. Another option is to obtain a work permit. You may be eligible to apply for a temporary work permit through the Labor Market Impact Assessment, LMIA, or through CUSMA, which is a multilateral agreement between Canada, United States, and Mexico. Lastly, you can obtain a study permit. It is very common for students who study in Canada to later on transition to Canadian permanent residency. Now that we have gone over the different pathways, let's talk about some of the documentation that you are required to submit in your application. A valid passport, proof of education, either transcripts or ECA, work experience records, language test results, either IELTS or CELPIP, proof of funds, and police and medical clearances. It is important to note that these are only some of the documents you are required to submit in your application. Make sure you have all the documentation required for the pathway that you are applying through. Incomplete applications are one of the most common reasons for delays or even refusals. So make sure that you are organized and that your application is fully complete prior to submission. Let's now talk about common mistakes so that you don't make them and what you can do to avoid these at all costs. Applicants often underestimate how technical immigration law can be. Common mistakes include submitting outdated or missing documentation, miscalculating your work experience under the wrong NOC code, and ignoring program-specific requirements. So as I mentioned earlier, it is very important to double-check, triple-check all of the documentation you need for the pathway that you are applying through. At Canadim, our immigration lawyers help you through every step of the process and make sure that your application is fully complete prior to submission. This in turn yields the highest chance of success for obtaining Canadian permanent residency. Yes, moving to Canada is a big but exciting step, and with the right guidance and preparation, it is very achievable. With that being said, that brings me to the end of this video. So if you're ready to start your journey, or you would like to find out which pathway you qualify for, our team at Canadim is here to help. You can reach us by filling out the free immigration assessment form that I have gone ahead and linked in the description box below for your convenience, or you can give us a call at 1-844-989-9700 for a free consultation, or email us at info@canadim.com. Our team of experienced immigration lawyers will be ready to assist you every step of the way. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video informative, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, share it to a friend, family member who may be interested in learning about immigrating to Canada, and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any future immigration updates or helpful immigration videos such as this one. I will see you in my next video. Bye!